Canada is 54 years away from ending child poverty, according to projections from a Campaign 2000 report. The report, conducted by a coalition of 120 organizations, looked at federal ridings across Canada. Churchill Keewatinook Aski in northern Manitoba ranked the highest, with 64% of children living in poverty. The feds vowed to cut the child poverty rate in half by 2030.
If you're a baby born today, he's going to be 9 years old in 2030 and might be in the group for whom child poverty has not been reduced. So he, she, or they could grow up and be 18 years old before child poverty is eliminated on that schedule.
In the highest ranked areas, 3 are in Manitoba, with roughly 37,000 kids combined. Campaign 2000 started after the Canadian Parliament vowed in 1989 to end child poverty across Canada by the year 2000. That hasn't happened, and Director of Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives says it's not because of a lack of resources or money.
The most important thing in this recipe for reducing child poverty is the political will to do it.
A local Manitoba report was released during the pandemic, which furthers the dire situation for Manitoba's youth. The Manitoba Advocate for Children and Youth says the pandemic has caused absenteeism and high rates of mental health issues for youth.
We saw things like increased rates of solitary confinement happening in custody facilities. We saw things like restrictions on family visitation for young people who are in care of child welfare. And so really, kind of across the board, there were impacts on children and youth with respect to those measures that had to be brought in as a result of the pandemic and the safety protocols.
When it comes to changes in Canada for children in poverty, Robinson says things like childcare rates and helping parents stay working are significant ways to tackle the issue.
Parents of children living in poverty get most of their money from working, and if we can allow more people to work or work longer hours, that's going to make a difference.
According to the report, child poverty rates decreased by 0.5%, down from 2017. Michelle Karlenzig, APTN National News, Winnipeg.